HET 192, HVAC Careers. Week 2, HVAC Safety. Objectives: electrical safety, refrigerant safety, ladder safety, back and injury safety. Introduction. In the HVACR industry, there are many hazards that must be understood. They include electrical, refrigerant, temperatures, and physical activities. This week's assignments will give you a review and understanding of these issues. Electrical safety. The HVAC industry has many different voltages and electrical hazards. HVAC technicians work from low voltage 24 volts to high voltage 3-phase voltage. The key is to work safe and to use lockout and tagout when you're working on any system, so they cannot be energized without your knowledge. You must use every precaution when working with electricity, as you are going to be testing through controls and equipment when they're live in operation. Safety is critical for the HVACR technician or installer. Refrigerant. Refrigerant safety is critical. Refrigerants can freeze and burn the skin. Therefore, gloves need to be worn, goggles need to be worn for flashing purposes. Handling refrigerant must be handled in a safe manner, must be, when in the vehicle, secured so a refrigerant can cannot bounce around. The refrigerants, when filling a refrigerant can on the job, such as recovering refrigerant, you must know not to overfill the can, because you can have hydraulic pressures and cause an explosion as the can would heat up while in the vehicle or in other circumstances. Refrigerant safety is critical, so wear proper protection, gloves and eyewear. Also ventilation if needed, as refrigerants can displace oxygen. And when brazing or soldering, any residual refrigerants in the line can cause poisonous gas, which can be deadly. Ladders. Ladders need to be handled in a safe manner. They must be in proper working order. They should never be set up too close or too far out from a building, to whereas it can fall over. You should never step on the top rung of any ladder. You should position the ladder correctly against a building. They should be tied off. Step ladders should be used at the proper height needed. Don't try to get to the top and extend. Use proper ladder safety at all times. Physical activities. The HVACR industry. Technicians and installers work in various positions where they're bending, stretching, and they can be lifting heavy items when they're stretched fully out. There are many injuries to backs and knees from this, such as trying to lift a compressor out of a condensing unit when you're bent over. Compressor is very heavy and it can definitely damage the back. Working on furnaces, normally the technician will kneel in front of it. Over time, without wearing knee pads or having a padded surface, they will develop knee problems on those knees from bending regularly. So take precaution when doing bending and lifting. In summary, HVAC technicians work in awkward positions in their regular part of the job, lifting heavy weight irregularly. Electricity must be handled with extreme caution. Refrigerant must be handled cautiously. With this, keeping in mind, we work a lot of times by ourselves in a strange location. We should always be aware of the location, how we can exit that location, and having a way to receive help if needed. Most of the injuries in the HVAC industry are to backs, shoulders, and knees due to the awkward positions that we work in.